I'll do it with the code. Give it to me.
Dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Link.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Aaron. I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not bad. You know, I saw a funny, you probably don't know what a meme is, but it's a picture with some words on it going around. And it said, what?
I do know what it is.
Okay, good.
Yes, go ahead.
It's, well, for one thing, there's two things about it. One thing, before I tell you what it said, the other thing is they're trying to outlaw it, and in the UK, people are going to jail for making memes, and people are going, and they're trying to do it in southern America, like Mexico and Central American countries. They're trying to put people in jail for making memes against the government, like bad stuff. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's really crazy.
Yeah,
that's really crazy.
Yeah, I know. And we know a guy who's done 2 years in a maximum security. It's called Eli. Nevada, for making a video that was no big deal with no imminent threats or anything. But anyway, that's life here in the police state. So let me tell you what the meme said. It had a picture of the presidential alert. You probably heard about it. He phoned everybody yesterday or texted them with the alert signal.
I didn't hear.
You didn't?
I haven't heard that.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
It hit every phone in the whole country.
It hit every single phone in the entire country. So it's like an emergency, you know, when there's a tornado coming or something, it alerts your cell phones.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there was this meme that said, and all of a sudden, what did it say? All of a sudden...
Every cell phone in the prison was identified.
Located, yeah. Every cell phone in prison was identified.
Now, I'm not understanding all this. So who put the meme out?
President Donald Trump.
He didn't put the meme out.
Oh no, not the meme. Sorry, he put the buzzer out, and then somebody made a joke about it.
Okay, right. So so let me see if I understand. He put out the word to every phone. Is that what you said?
Well, yeah, it was like a test. You know, like this is an emergency broadcasting test.
Yeah,
this is a test.
Emergency broadcast is the type of thing.
Yeah.
And he literally put it out to every phone, or he jokingly said he put it out to
No, it did go to everybody's phone.
You can't disable it.
You can't disable it no matter what.
No matter what, your phone is going to beep, and it's going to receive a text from the president, and you can't stop it.
I didn't know that was possible. That's why I'm bewildered. That's why I thought I must have been misunderstanding.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's possible.
It happened yesterday, and so if you were around a group of people, right, it's like everybody's phone went off all at the same time, and so somebody made a joke that every prison cell phone was immediately identified. You know, it's a funny joke.
Yeah, right,
yeah, I got it.
Yeah, now I got it.
You get it?
I got it. And for somebody putting that meme out, they want to arrest it?
No, not that particular meme, but there's memes that are like political in England. London, England, in the UK, and in Central America, they're trying to make it illegal to make memes. The problem with memes are they're usually sarcastic and witty jokes at politicians or whatever, or policies. And the AI, artificial intelligence, has no sense of humor and doesn't understand. So that's why they want to outlaw memes.
Okay, I got it. You know, I was kind of, okay, so who is it that wants to outlaw this? The governments of UK, some governments of Europe, maybe, and some governments of Central America?
Yes.
They're trying to put it on the same par as like denying the Holocaust. You know, in Europe, if you deny the Holocaust, they can put you in prison, and they have. I know a guy who spent a year in prison, so you know, they're trying to make it on the same par as we're losing our First Amendment freedom of expression. Yeah.
At least a number of European countries. And, you know, the fact is, in my mind, that Trump has done some good things and he's also done some very bad things. But do you think Trump would get behind wanting to do that in America?
I don't know. He's got some really crazy statements about police state. He once made a statement, arrest him and ask questions later. I'm not sure that he's fully aware of the police state that we live under. like you said, I got good feelings and bad feelings, but mostly bad, my own self. But hey, on another topic, Free, Ken contacted me this morning and said something about setting up a fundraising site for you. I think it's a great idea. I personally cannot receive the money, so I'm assuming you would want Ken Massat to receive the funds on that so he could use in your behalf. Is that true?
That would be great if he's willing to do it. Actually, I've been trying to get Don Cena to do this for like 4 years, and what happened is, maybe even longer than that, what happened is Don tried to do it with a couple of the major companies that do it. I'm not sure if it's GoFundMe or one like that, but anyway, there's several, and also with, I think, Kickstarter or whatever other one. And out of about 5 of them that we were geared up to do, I think we actually started on a couple of them, and 4 out of 5 of them said that they have a policy where we couldn't.
Right. Okay, that's true, and I've ran into that I've ran into that problem with GoFundMe, but there is one called Funded Justice, and I think that one does not have an issue with raising money for prisoners. So I would have to look into it. I would have to look into it a little bit more, but I think I think Funded Justice might be the solution, but I would have to look into it a little bit more.
Tell me the name of it again.
Funded, F-U-N-D-E-D, Funded Justice.
That's good. I like that. I like the title of it.
Yeah.
Okay, there are others too. There are others too, and then what happened is, I don't have or use a social security number. You understand the reason?
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware. Same thing with John Lamb.
So here's the thing. The other 1 or 2 remaining ones that would allow it for prisoners required a social security number. I went round and round and down about I'm not going to do that. And so eventually Gail said she would go ahead and do it, on my behalf, because Gail has a social security number. So Gail did it, but by the time she did it and gave the okay to Don to do it, he got frustrated and pulled the whole thing and didn't want to do it. So we didn't get anybody issued, and there's only like 1 or 2 donations, tiny donations on there anyway. So we didn't lose anything to speak of. But anyway, it all fizzled because Don seemed to have cold feet and never wanted to do it again. In the meantime, I started to set up some ideas for it. One idea I had actually, there are people that might donate a lot of money. There are people that might donate a little bit of money or reasonable little amount. But I also had an idea. That's what I do. I try to come up with creative solutions for things. So I had an idea to try to do a $1 fund, because everybody in the civilized world at least can afford $1. So I thought of doing a $1 fund till we make $1 million. If 1 million people are willing to do, if we could connect it through all the Facebook people that are connected with me. I've got 2,200 plus people on my Facebook right now. Almost none of them ever write me, and almost none of them really know me, but a handful do. And I don't even understand totally how all the ramifications of Facebook work. But if everybody links to their link and their links to their links, I think we can reach 1 million people within a few months and have that kind of thing. And I've always believed, for at least the last 30 years, that I need to get relief.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
To get relief from the legal system, I need 2 things. First and foremost, even before a good attorney team, is I need a PR campaign from a professional, like the people that bailed out Harley Davidson, and like the groups that did Coca-Cola and some of the other major companies that were failing and whatnot. So I'm talking about huge, really super creative people that do something that nobody else has done before. If we can hire one of them, I figure it'll probably take over $1 million. So my thought has been, if I had $2 million, $1 million for a PR company, or $1 million plus, $1.2 million or whatever, and the rest for an attorney team, real attorneys, not the kind of flip-flap and small-time ones I've had, but the real high-powered hotshots that, would understand the whole issue of the PR campaign and would really get on board and research all the stuff that I have to show them. It's all there. It's all 3552, the coroner's documentation, and the other things. There isn't any reason why we shouldn't be able to raise huge public outcry all over the world with a good PR campaign, and it'd be like really easy for the attorneys to get me out of here. So that's been my goal for a long time. I'm kind of surprised you and I have never talked about it. I guess we just talked about a lot of other things within the whole time we've had. But yes, I'm absolutely all for it. My $1 thing is just one idea I have. In fact, I can send you some notes I made on it if you want me to. In the meantime, run with a more standard, traditional, method or whatever. I don't know how to set them up, and I don't know what the traditional approaches are exactly, but I've wanted somebody to send me in like some samples of somebody else's that are out there, so we can get an idea from that and just use it. If we see somebody who's successful, some other prisoner raised $38,000, some other prisoner raised $150,000, and I know that's happened. I've seen that, but I haven't seen an actual printout of exactly how the thing reads and why it's successful. So I wanted to see that, and I want you guys to see some of those, research some of those, and let's go for it, absolutely.
Well, I have some experience with this, and I know of another prisoner, Schaefer Cox, that enlists the help of PR companies to promote his cause, and he has someone that he trusts that runs that, and she puts an incredible amount of time and energy. I'm talking about just all her spare time is spent like receiving letters, mailing out letters to cut costs, because this stuff is very expensive. Also, we live in Sodom and Gomorrah, and you've probably heard of the term shadow banned. So it's very difficult to get anybody excited about helping political prisoners, even as somebody as charismatic and innocent as yourself. It's not impossible. It certainly is possible, but it's going to take almost a miracle of God. Also, you have to have this person identified that's going to handle the money, because Aaron and I are aware of absolute nightmares of, you can imagine the drama and the infighting and the bickering when big money starts to roll in. So whoever you identify to handle the money, that's almost like in Lord of the Rings, they're handling the ring, you know what I mean? And so you have to trust them with your soul, almost, so to speak. And so whether that's Ken Massad or Don Cena or Gail, Aaron and I don't want any part of it, because mainly the FBI and the IRS will target us. But you need to have identified somebody that you trust inherently to handle the money, because that's going to be a very, very important piece of the pie.
I can tell you that right now, but I'd rather tell you offline.
Yeah, I understand.
No, but that's fine. Whatever you can run with Ken at this point, go for it. You have my...
Well, yeah, and I can certainly help him set up a funded justice, but the marketing of that is where the challenge is. And I got to be honest with you, Free. I mean, Aaron and I, we try to make things popular. We try to make things go viral. But, it's getting somebody excited about a political prisoner or an innocent, unjustly incarcerated person is incredibly hard. We live in Sodom and Gomorrah, and people were more excited about American Idol than they are prisoners. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's... Yeah.
Absolutely, I totally understand that, and maybe I can sort of bridge the gap of both almost American Idol and political prisoner, but I mean, I'm not quite at that level, at least at this point, but that's what a good PR company could do. I tend to be so creative that I can picture myself doing good PR work.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Totally unique, totally off the wall, totally never done before. That's what my mind does. So I need to find a group of people like that, and I know they exist because I know they did. I saw some PBS specials years ago where they did some things for some companies that took them from falling apart completely and put them right back on top because they did creative things that nobody else had done before. So that's what I need to find. If I got that kind of money, I have no doubt I can find the right company to do that. Now, let me real quickly.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
I don't know what the term shadow ban means, although I can guess what it means based on the context of what you just said. And I have never seen or read all of the Lord of the Rings books. I started to watch a little bit of it. I didn't like it. I turned it off, and I've never read the books. I skimmed one and wasn't, real crazy about it. So I'm not sure what the whole theme of that is, actually.
Okay, yeah, shadow ban means they ban you, but they don't blatantly ban you. It's like you don't even know you're banned. Your content just doesn't go out to everybody. And the Lord of the Rings is where you have an all-powerful ring, and whoever holds that ring has got to be incredibly trustworthy. Otherwise, they use the power against their neighbor and against humanity. And so you want to make sure whoever's holding that ring is incredibly trustworthy. Will you turn it off? Yeah, we lost him.
prepaid call from
I got it.
Free. Yeah.
an inmate at the Salinas Valley State Prison, Soledad, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hi, Ray.
Hey, Free. So, yeah. No, that's all right. Let me just quickly say, so shadow ban means that Google and Facebook and YouTube, they let you create content and you can upload it to their website, but their algorithms never promote it. It's like nobody ever sees it. And so you might get like 10 views, 20 views. They have admitted to shadow banning in Congress, and I believe that I am shadow banned. The other thing about the ring is, in Lord of the Rings, that whoever got to hold the ring had an all-powerful all-power, right? And so you wanted that person to have a pure heart. You wanted that person to be trustworthy, that they weren't going to betray their friends because they had all power, right? So that's what I meant about, the Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I got it. Okay, now I understand that. I wouldn't have known without you explaining that to me. You just did. Okay, so when they shadow ban you, do you not know how many people are getting are seeing your message?
No, here's the deal. Your content goes up, and you think you're uploading content just like everybody else on the internet. There's no indication that you're being banned, right? But the problem is the algorithms don't promote your stuff, and so you just think that you're unpopular. You think you're like nobody likes you, And so, if I was to get a interview with one of the most popular prisoners in all of America, and I get like 25 views. It's like, there's more than 25 people that would like to hear what this man has to say if he's been incarcerated for 35 freaking years. But they just don't promote certain things that they consider anti-establishment. And so I can jump up and down all day. Also, they threaten to take down the channel. If you go against the government and you talk about 9/11, or if you talk about Oklahoma City, or if you talk about certain viewpoints, they threaten to take your channel down because it's the content is too hot for
right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm aware that's been being done right now in the last few months. There's been a lot of that. And actually, not just threatening it, but doing it, right?
Yeah, Alex Jones, they took his PayPal away, which means that he can't even sell stuff electronically through his store. I'm not a huge Alex Jones fan, but I'll say this, it's getting to the point of you got to take the mark of the beast to buy or sell. I mean, when a private company thinks that your political beliefs or your beliefs are a reason to stop you from using their service, that's very, very dangerous, and that's exactly the kind of society that we're moving to.
Yeah, and I understand it, and I've seen a lot of it already exposed in like American Free Press, for example, and I agree totally with you. What happens when I see stuff like that, it's why I did so much achievement that I did on the street, and it's why I just am the way I am, is that whenever I see something like this happen, one word pops up in my radar more than anything else, and that word is opportunity.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I don't know why people that think like you and I, or at least, even if we're a huge minority, there's at least millions of us out there just in America. I don't know why we don't connect together, put up the little bits of money each of us could afford, like if I was free, for example, and I didn't, if I was free a week out of prison and didn't have much, I could put up a little something. Or some people may be very wealthy, like I expect to be if I ever get paid back for a little tiny bit of what they took from me, and put up a lot of money then. Anyway, we could get the money together to set up our own Google, set up our own YouTube, set up our own Facebook by people running it that will never do that. So I just don't understand why we're not looking at this as an opportunity to do that. You follow me?
Yep. Yep.
So, why is that? Do you have any idea?
Nope. It's just mayhem and Twilight Zone out here. You must remember the Twilight Zone.
I certainly do, Ron. Certainly. I hear the music right now in the back of my head.
Yeah, what's right is wrong. What's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. I saw another meme when it showed about the SCOTUS controversy about the girl who saw the guy's genitals, and how there's a big uproar from the Democrats and how in the next meme it showed how a man was in a little girl's bathroom, a woman's bathroom, and they promote that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I just wonder how long it'll be before they'll all of a sudden change gears, jump right on the other side of the fence, and start promoting, child molestation as being good. It's not far away, right?
Free. They already do. You know that
you talk about like
Netflix.
You talk about like NAMBLA?
Yeah, NAMBLA's popular.
Yeah.
And Netflix had
I didn't know it was popular.
Yeah, and Netflix.
Yeah, I've known about. I first found out about them about 25 years ago. I couldn't believe it, but now, I shouldn't be surprised that it's getting popular, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy out there, but boy, I'd sure love to have that craziness in place of the craziness I have in here. Okay, so back to funded justice. Yeah, go for it. I would love it if we could do something with that. My position remains the same, that if we could raise a large amount of money, and that might be our problem if we get shadow banned or whatever, that we won't be able to raise a lot. But if we were to raise a lot of money, I have no doubt that we could find a company, even put individuals together that were that creative, if need be, if we couldn't find a group that was already together, and they would find a way. That's what we pay them for, a lot of money, to find a way, create the way to do, even if it's never been done before, to get this out there, get through those obstacles, get through the gauntlet, and make this thing fly. I really believe it can be done. But, it takes that kind of money to do it. That's why I'm thinking, wouldn't be able to do it for $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000, but $1 million or $1.2 million, I have no doubt we can do it. Let me mention, I've got my list here. If you guys aren't complete on that, go ahead with anything further on that, and then I've got my list of stuff here that I like to get at least one new thing on there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This is a real short, simple thing, which I might need to hold it to because we're probably going to be cut off here again before too long. I wanted to put it out there that since I'm actually in prison also, there are a number of different factors involved here. One of the factors, I'm also in prison also for free speech issue. Okay, a free speech issue that is this. I wrote a poem which eventually became a song. The poem, part of the poem was quoted in a dust jacket of my first book I ever had out, which was called Unsung Memories, that hardback book of poetry and some songs when I was like 20 years old. And the quoted part from the song was, I would rather wet my face and walk into the winter wind for a lifetime than to sell 5 more years of me to the handcuffs of the hiring man or the mind shackles of society. And that rhymes real nice when you see the whole poem. It's called The Factory. It talks about the place I grew up where they have the tube mill factory there, and so many people, just generation after generation, do nothing more than get born, go to school, come out of school, go work at the factory, and die in that thing. They never have any bigger thoughts than that. And so that's what the whole song is about. But they took that one quoted thing out of context, and they denied me bail pending appeal based on that writing of mine, on the dust jacket of that book. Had I been out of prison on bail pending appeal, I would have gotten my appeal reversed. There's no way that I would not have gotten all this stuff out there the right way where it belonged and got Schroeder and those people either jailed or arrested or whatever for what they did, and got all this stuff that's on the 3552 exposed in the court on my appeal had I been free to do it. The obstacles in prison did not allow me to do it. So I lost my freedom based on that. It's just another crazy factor that's involved in this whole insane thing that the courts have done to my life.
That reminds me in the Bundy cases that they didn't get bail for 2 years before court because of stuff they posted on Facebook.
Yeah, sounds like a similar thing. It depends on what they posted, but I mean, you know, if it's stuff that was sort of like anti-government or could be interpreted that way reasonably, that's bad enough. But I understand, you know, that's a little more understandable. But this particular thing of a poem that had nothing to do with anything, what they said is that made me a flight risk.
Yeah, that's what they do.
It was, and here's the thing. I was on bail for 8 full months, facing first-degree murder charge, knowing fully what the consequences could be for that. 10 years more than the sentence that I ended up getting sentenced to. And yet, I made every court date on time. There was no thought of fleeing. I didn't have a penny of mine on the line. Friends of mine who knew that my word was so solid that I'd die before I'd break my word, literally, they put up their houses for me. So, you know, and I made every court date on time. Even when the attorney didn't show up sometimes, even when the DA didn't show up sometimes, I was always there right when I should have been. Even when the police locked up my house, the DA locked up my house, would never let me go back to my own house. I had to go live 20 miles away in my sound studio that I had 20 miles away in Marlene Hepp's home. Even with all that, and they took all my vehicles, they took and impounded permanently and just stole them. I had 2 or 3 Mercedes-Benz, I had a pickup and some other things. They took all of them, so they were trying to force me into not having a way to live and transport myself to the court thing. So I managed to make some money real fast in a business that I entered, and I went right to the top as a marketing man, and made the money and bought myself a motorcycle for cash. So I made every court date on time on my motorcycle, and yet, with all that, they said, okay, now you're a flight risk because of this thing that you wrote, like, I don't know, 5 years or 8 years or 10 years earlier. That had nothing to do with anything. Yeah, except to say that these people, that I'm not going to work. In fact, it's just the opposite. Basically, it's saying I'm a leader type of a person. I'm a self-starter. I can go into business for myself, make it a business, which is exactly what I did. I founded 10 companies by the time I went to prison. From the time I was in high school to the time I went to prison, I founded and operated 10 companies. And all that because I wouldn't sell myself to the handcuffs of the hired man or the mind shackles of society again, as I'd done many times from the age of 8, you know, work jobs for other people. So for doing that thing that was actually over and above what the average person does is good, I got denied bail pending appeal, which would have resulted in my conviction getting thrown out and my exoneration at that time back in 1983 and 84.
Hey, Free, we just learned about an individual a couple of days ago. His name is Chris Waverly. He's been in a Virginia prison for 21 years. At 20 years old, he was with...
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
At 20 years old, he was with a bunch of teenagers, and they were having a discussion, and they wanted to find some more dope. And all he did say was, so-and-so has some dope, right? And he just told him a house that had dope in it. The other teenagers went and tried to burglarize the house to get the dope, and in the middle of burglarizing that house, they shot the man and killed him. And so but he wasn't even there. He wasn't even a part of the crowd that went to the house, and that's not even disputed. Even the prosecutor agrees with that. But because he gave the name of the person and he was the one they say responsible, he got life in prison without parole. Life in prison with no possibility. It's insane. It's insane what's happened to him. It's insane what's happened to you.
And the jury.
Yeah.
The jury.
What state is that?
Virginia.
What state is that in?
Virginia.
Okay. The reason I asked is, I don't know if you're familiar with Gary Fannin case. He was from Michigan, and he was set up by the FBI and whatever other federal agency. He backed out at the last minute of doing dope deal. He was actually 2 or 3 states south of Michigan on his way to Florida to get married in Florida to his fiance. They stopped him, arrested him, gave him life without possibility of parole, even though he backed out of the deal. He originally set up a dope deal, you know, with the undercover agent, but then he backed out.
Wow.
And they actually coerced him, just lured him into that. So his mother, Gary Fannin's mother, started Families Against Mandatory Minimums.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Ma'am, she started, she got the law changed, she got it reversed, she got it retroactivated, and got him out of prison several years later.
Wow.
He was facing life without the possibility of parole ever.
Yeah, I'll
so
look
it
him
can
up.
be done, and FAM has gone from state to state and done good in a lot of other states.
How do you spell that last name? How do you spell that last name?
Fannon, F-A-N-N-O-N.
Okay. All right.
Look up FAM. Look up FAM. Family.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Look up Families Against Mandatory Minimums, and you'll get all the information you need on that whole thing, and see what can be done in Virginia to maybe help that.
All right. Very good. We'll look it up, Free. Our prayers are with you.
And mine with you, and thank you for all that. So I'll be in touch before too long.
Okay.
Thank you so much for all of this.
No problem.
All right.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.